Been doing a series of these videos. I'm calling them Strike TV about the WGA strike, and there've been some questions or comments coming up. Who's the audience? What are you trying to achieve with this? Confusion. Oh, what are you? You're painting a bleak picture, and what are you, shill for the studios? What's your point of view here? Trying to kind of explore what might make this strike different than past WGA strikes and SAG, of course. And first and foremost, to get out of the way, it's like, this is vital. I mean, for the WGA and for SAG, like there is no way that the guilds can cave on this issue. Just no way that they can concede this, especially AI. In the past, 88, they gave up the home video residuals. They didn't really have the foresight to see that TV, is that schism, feature guys in TV. But, the business still went on. They just didn't make as much money. The creators didn't. But, it's always been give and take, right? But if the guilds give up on this, like, we're talking, you might not have a job. Not a year, like months later. I mean, they execute this stuff and basically get rid of a bunch of labor, which they love. I mean, you follow Wall Street, who's really running the show. They just have a hard-on for the possibilities of AI. Just get rid of people. It's unbelievable, And so that's first and foremost. The issue is, because like 1960, we shut down the factory. The assumption is we're going to get what we want. They're going to just give in, And I'm not so sure that's the case. I think people have to understand that this is a war-like metaphor. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Every battle is won before it is ever fought. Did you know as early as 36, 37? The OSS, the MI5, Churchill, FDR, these guys knew that they were going to have to go to war with Hitler. They knew how he was manufacturing U-boats and shipping the stuff off, out of the country and so on and so forth. Donovan, who became, early CIA guy, William Stevenson, who was MI5 guy. These guys, helped break Enigma and all that. Well before it happened, these guys were starting to prepare for Hitler. Did you know that? Yeah. You know how, speaking of staying in World War II, the Germans were able to easily bypass and get and take over France so quickly, the Maginot Line, which was like impenetrable. That was going to keep the Germans from invading France. You know what they did? They just went through the Ardennes. Right, in Belgium. But what people don't know, right, what they don't know, the reason the French dismissed it so out of hand is because it was like there was only one highway, like one path. Like if people realized, the French realized that, oh my God, the entire force is going through one pass, artillery, air support would have just decimated them. They would have been all stuck there as sitting ducks. But the French were like, no, there's no way that could happen. There's no way. It's just not possible, right? How about Ukraine, right? All the anti-Russian guys, the United States, they're just starting to drum up trouble again, right? The CIA and Biden said repeatedly, Russia's going to invade Ukraine. Repeatedly, over and over again. Guess what? Guess what happened? Russia invaded Ukraine, right? They were prepared, right? They were prepared for the worst possible thing. Right? And then the people who were not prepared, right, suffered tremendously. There might be a metaphor here somewhere.